many times have you opened your social media only to fall into a time abyss, watching the clock hands move as if mocking you? With each scroll, the guilt grows, and you ask yourself, what did I do with my day? If this sounds familiar, you are not alone. Procrastination and lack of discipline aren't just enemies of productivity, they drag us into a state of despair where each day feels like a lost battle against an invisible enemy. Imagine how your life would be if you could transform every lost minute into real progress towards success. Today, we'll dive into 5 simple habits that will change your relationship with self-discipline. The problem? Lack of self-discipline. It's like trying to run on a treadmill that keeps getting faster. You feel constantly behind, overwhelmed, or simply stuck. And here is the truth you need to hear now. You are just minutes away from discovering that you can completely change your relationship with discipline, if you really want to. Everything is within your reach, and the power to transform your life is in your hands. You just need to act. These 5 habits aren't just effective, they're practical and can be applied to your life right now. Stay until the end, because I'll share the biggest mistake people make when trying to develop self-discipline and how to avoid it. Habit number 1, start with the power moment. The first habit is simple but incredibly powerful. Start your day with a task so easy that failure isn't an option. It could be making your bed, brewing an energizing coffee, or jotting down a daily plan on a piece of paper. By doing this, you look at the chaos and say, I master you. Because, let's be honest, either you control the day or the day controls you. These small actions create a ripple effect, making you think, if I can master this, I can master anything. Now, picture this. When you make your bed, you are not just tidying up the room, but also organizing your thoughts. When you calmly prepare your coffee, you signal to your body that it's time to wake up and gear up for bigger challenges. These moments aren't just symbolic, they lay the foundation for a more disciplined mindset. Make your bed every morning, even if it feels like it doesn't matter. This small act of mental organization prepares your brain for more demanding tasks and sends a message that you are committed to progress. Plus, planning your day on a sheet of paper can save you hours of indecision and wasted time. If you adopt this habit today, you will notice that morning organization flows into the rest of the day, creating a positive chain of discipline and productivity. Habit number 2, organize yourself with the shielded time strategy. Discipline flourishes when you create clear boundaries and protect your time with intention. The shielded time strategy involves setting aside specific blocks of time for important tasks, treating these moments as if they were non-negotiable appointments. During these blocks, your focus is absolute no distractions, no interruptions, no compromises. Think of it as an unbreakable pact with yourself. When you refuse to negotiate with your excuses and eliminate distractions, you prove that your discipline is worth more than any cheap excuse. Do you want to change, or will you keep blaming notifications? The choice is yours, but remember, every minute lost is one less brick in the castle of your future. Imagine having exclusive time where nothing and no one can interfere. This is the essence of the shielded time strategy. By creating a mental and physical space for what truly matters, you begin to see real progress in areas that once felt stuck. For example, if you are working on a critical project, set aside a period of 50 minutes of total focus. During this time, turn off all phone notifications, let those around you know you won't be available, and immerse yourself completely in the task. After every 50 minutes, allow yourself 10 minutes to recharge and prepare for the next session. Another powerful example is using the Pomodoro technique. Set a timer for 25 minutes for specific tasks with 100% dedication. You'll notice that by shielding your time, complex tasks become more manageable, and you'll feel a tremendous sense of relief as you complete each focused block. When you protect your time in this way, you are not just gaining productivity, you are declaring war against excuses. You are proving to yourself that your dreams are non-negotiable and that every minute invested is a concrete step toward the life you've always wanted. So, will you keep blaming time, or will you finally take control? The shielded time strategy is a commitment to your future. Habit number 3, create the success scenario. Our environment acts like a stage that guides our behaviors. Often, we underestimate the impact that small details around us have on our actions. The success scenario is about tailoring your environment to work in your favor, making self-discipline almost automatic. Imagine turning every space around you into a bridge to your goals. Remove distractions that you know pull your focus away. Place items that reinforce your goals in plain sight and make them easily accessible. An organized environment isn't just aesthetically pleasing, it creates fertile ground for your habits to flourish. Do you want to meditate every day? Leave your mat or cushion in a visible, inviting spot. If you want to read more, choose a well-lit place and put the book right in front of you. Avoid temptation to hide the television remote in a drawer and replace it with something motivational, like an inspiring quote. These small adjustments crush initial resistance and destroy any flimsy excuse you might have for not taking action. Let's face it, either you control the environment around you or it will consume you entirely. Every time you look at your goals and choose comfort instead, you are telling yourself that your dreams aren't worth the effort. Doesn't that hit hard? Because let's be honest, either you get up now and do something, or you'll keep spiraling into excuses. The control is in your hands. Also, don't underestimate the power of repetition. By continuously adjusting your environment, you reinforce the triggers that spark your positive habits. With the success scenario, you turn every aspect of your day into an opportunity for progress. Habit number 4, end with the golden key. At the end of each day, set aside 10 minutes for a powerful close. This practice isn't just about reflection, it's about turning your achievements into a positive cycle. Think of these minutes as a moment of renewal and preparation for the future. Start by reflecting on the moments that defined your day, big or small. Ask yourself, what did I do today that brought me closer to my goals? This not only builds awareness of your progress, but also reinforces your commitment to discipline. Write down 3 victories from the day, no matter how small they seem. Then, note 1 key action you want to accomplish the next day. This action should be clear and specific, such as write 2 pages of my project or complete 30 minutes of focused study. Finally, close your eyes for 1 minute and visualize the next day as a success scenario. This simple practice reduces anxiety, improves sleep quality, and leaves you mentally prepared to face whatever comes your way. With the golden key, every day ends with a renewed cycle of progress. Habit number 5, live the cycle of achievement. Positive reinforcement is the foundation for building lasting habits. The cycle of achievement is about recognizing and celebrating your small progress as essential parts of big success. Every small victory should be celebrated, creating a ripple effect that keeps your motivation high and strengthens your self-discipline. Imagine the impact of each accomplishment on your confidence. Completing a goal, no matter how small it may seem, is like laying a cornerstone in the building of your dreams. Celebration doesn't have to be grand. Small gestures are enough to signal to your brain that the effort was worth it. Practical example, finished an important task? Allow yourself to enjoy an episode of your favorite show or that special coffee you love. Finished a productive week? Reward yourself with a walk outside or a special meal. These rewards create a cycle of pleasure associated with discipline, making it easier to keep up the momentum. Additionally, record your achievements. Write them down in a journal or use a whiteboard where you can visualize your daily and weekly victories. This practice not only reinforces your progress, but also creates a history of accomplishments that you can look back on with pride. With the cycle of achievement, every day becomes an opportunity for celebration and advancement. For these habits to work, you need to visualize your progress. One of the most effective ways is to use a simple calendar. Mark an X on each day you maintain your habits. This chain of X's creates a positive feedback loop that you'll want to keep going. You might be thinking, but this doesn't work for me. I've tried so many times before and failed. Here's the secret. Failing is part of the process. What matters is starting over. Every small action you take is a step toward building your self-discipline, and consistency always beats perfection. Here's the most common mistake people make: trying to change everything at once. It's like carrying an unsustainable weight, and the result is always the same frustration and giving up. But here's the key point. You don't have to run a marathon today. Focus on building one habit at a time, like a brick that forms a foundation. Small steps taken consistently are like drops of water that create an ocean of transformation. When you focus on one small victory each day, something extraordinary happens. You build confidence. Confidence is the engine of discipline, and discipline is the key to achieving any dream. But what happens if you don't take action today? Have you thought about what you are missing by not trying? Did you like these tips? Comment "I am ready" below and share which habit you'll start implementing today. Perhaps the transformation you are looking for is just one step away. Oh, and before you leave, here is a challenge. What's more important to you, staying where you are or growing into where you want to be? And remember, discipline transforms.